So, in light of my promise from this week's article to only play decks that make me miserable, here is White Red Burn. In the past, when I tried this deck, I felt it was too slow to be non interactive. But apparently, it keeps winning. This is specifically the list that Tyler Wynn took down the Star City Open in Knoxville 2 weekends ago, almost now. Um, and so I'm going to try and play it. And I think one of the keys is defining your line on what makes or breaks a keepable hand in terms of how much damage is worth. And so I've kind of like tried to break down the deck into how much damage each card is worth. So these are all clearly worth about 3. I think the Scry-Off Jet is probably worth about an extra damage. I think Eidolon and Searing Blood are worth between 3 and 4, so like 3.5. These are all clearly worth 4. They're going to deal exactly 4. Chandra's Phoenix feels like it's probably worth 5 to 6 damage, just based on the fact that it's going to attack 2 to 3 times, if not more, and potentially block to give you an extra turn worth of mana. Chain to the Rocks is probably worth, I don't know. It gives, let's say Chain to the Rocks buys you an extra turn. That means it's probably worth about a turn's worth of damage, which is about a single card draw's worth of damage, which I'm guessing is under 2. Shock is probably worth about 2, and this turns a land into 2 random cards, so that's probably worth, I'm going to guess, about 2 damage if you account for the fact that it costs mana. I'm guessing a Temple's probably worth about half a damage. I'm going to guess that Mutavault is worth about 3, and I'm guessing that lands are worth 0, but you need to cast your spells with them. Looking to the sideboard, a lot of things change post-board because something like Satyr Fire Dancer can take over a given game. Fire Drinker Satyr's probably worth about 4-ish damage in the matchups is good. On the matchups where you need Chain to the Rocks, it's actually probably worth closer to 2 draws worth of damage. So example against monsters or something like that where it takes out their only guy. Act of Treason is probably worth a good 6 or 7 where it's good. And Dictate, I have no idea, but it seems absolutely awesome. So, pretty quick breakdown. I think Eidolon's a pretty big ad for this deck because it gives you something that isn't Ash Zealot, which means something that doesn't have to attack through to deal damage because 2/2s don't really deal damage in this format. I also really like that we're down to 2 Chain to the Rocks in the main, for what it's worth, and only 2 Shocks. And Wild Guess sounds sweet. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing this list, and we'll see what happens.